Dear students, you are again welcome in the classroom. We are discussing the redox reactions as you know, and we have discussed that what are the oxidizing and reducing agents. Oxidizing agents हमने ये कहा कि it is the element, it is the atom in a compound, or it is a chemical species which itself gets reduced and oxidizes others, that is the oxidizing agent. और सिमिलरली रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट हमने ये कहा कि रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट वो केमिकल स्पीशीज होते हैं, वो केमिकल सबस्टेंस होते हैं जिनकी खुद ऑक्सीडेशन होती है और दूसरों को रिड्यूस करते हैं. सच केमिकल स्पीशीज आर कॉल्ड रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट्स, यानी जिनका जो है खुद ऑक्सीडाइज होते हैं, जिनका ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट जैसा कि हमने प्रीवियस लेक्चर में देखा है, जिनका ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट इंक्रीज हो रहा है, दैट मीन्स दे आर गेटिंग ऑक्सीडाइज्ड एंड रिड्यूस अदर्स, दूसरों को इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन करवा रहे हैं, इनको हमने रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट कहा है. सो हाउ we will identify the reducing agent or oxidizing agent. This is an important thing which we are going to know today in this lecture. You should concentrate on the lecture. This lecture is for the 11th class and those students who are preparing for the NEET or JEE, they will get benefited from this lecture. So, better identification of oxidizing and reducing agents. You should remember that an element in it is when it is in its highest oxidation state acts as an oxidizing agent. कि कोई भी एलिमेंट एक कंपाउंड में, एक एटम एक एलिमेंट का किसी कंपाउंड में, व्हेन इट इज इन द हाईएस्ट ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट इट एक्ट्स एज ए ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट. सो फर्स्ट थिंग दैट while identifying the oxidizing agent, you should remember that when an element or when an atom of an element is in its highest oxidation state in a compound, it can act as that compound can act as an oxidizing agent. Here we have the KMnO4 potassium permanganate. You will see here that KMnO4, if you see the oxidation state of this manganese here, the oxidation state of manganese is here +7. So, manganese is in its highest oxidation state, it will act as an oxidizing agent because it will try to gain the electrons readily from the other compounds. एक chemical species में, एक chemical reaction को में अगर हम इसको डाल देंगे तो it will try to gain the electrons, it will try to reduce itself. That means it will try to oxidizes other compounds, so it acts as an oxidizing agent. मैंगनीज का +7 यहाँ पर है, इसका मतलब है कि क्या मैंगनीज +7 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट में, सिर्फ +7 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट में ये ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट एक्ट कर सकता है. इफ इट इज इन द +6 दिस ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट, अगर ये +5 में है तब जाके ये ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट एक्ट कर सकता है, बिल्कुल कर सकता है बेटा. व्हेन इट इज इन द +6 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट, if it is in the +5 oxidation state, if it is in the +4 oxidation state, etc., कि ये oxidizing agent act कर सकता है because it will try to gain the electrons. It will try, when it is in the +4 oxidation state, it can gain the electron. When it is in the +5 oxidation state, it can gain the electron. But if a compound, we have manganese is in the +7 oxidation state, in other compound manganese is in +6 oxidation state, दूसरे में +5 है, तो चौथे में प्लस ये जो है +4 में है. Which one will act as a strong oxidizing agent? You write down that when it is in its highest oxidation state, at that time, if you have 4 compounds of manganese, in one compound you will find it is in the +7 oxidation state. Is it okay? And in next compound you will find it that it is in the +6 oxidation state. In one more compound you will find it is in +5 oxidation state, and in other compound you will find that it is in +4 oxidation state, +5 and +4. Which one will act as a strong oxidizing agent? The compound in which it is in its highest oxidation state will act as a powerful oxidizing agent. Similarly, you have K2Cr2O7. Here you will find that this chromium is in it is +6 oxidation state, so it can act as an oxidizing agent, not only oxidizing agent but as a powerful oxidizing agent. In the organic chemistry you will find that often these two compounds KMnO4 or K2Cr2O7 are being used as an oxidizing agent while preparing the organic compounds from other organic compounds. In organic chemistry you will find that these compounds are often used there as an oxidizing agent. Similarly, HNO3, the nitrogen is in its +5 oxidation state. Nitrogen has +5 oxidation state, so it can act as an oxidizing agent. Similarly, this compound HClO4, you will find that this chlorine is in this +7 oxidation, +7 this oxidation state. Chlorine has beta here +7 oxidation state, so it will act as a powerful oxidizing agent. Similarly, a highly electronegative element, when it is in its highest oxidation state, can act as a powerful oxidizing agent. See, you have a compound KClO3 and KClO4, KClO3, KClO4. You know that chlorine is the more electronegative element here. Chlorine is more electronegative element here. The oxidation state of chlorine here is +5. Here the oxidation state of chlorine is +7. Here chlorine has +5 oxidation state. Here in the compound it has +7 oxidation state. +7 oxidation state. So among the two, since in both the compounds this chlorine is more electronegative, क्लोरीन जो है ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव है, हेलोजन फैमिली का है भाई, फ्लोरीन, क्लोरीन, ब्रोमीन एंड आयोडीन. फ्लोरीन इज मोस्ट इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एलिमेंट. उसके बाद जो क्लोरीन है इसका +7 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट यहां पर है, इसका +5 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट यहां पर है. These two compounds act as a powerful oxidizing agent. But among the two, if you will be encountered the problem or question like this, which of the two will act as a powerful oxidizing agent? This will act as a powerful oxidizing agent, because in this compound you see that chlorine is in it is +7 oxidation state. Chlorine has +7 oxidation state. Similarly, if you will take this compound IF7, here the iodine has +7 oxidation state. Since fluorine is more electronegative atom, it has -1 oxidation state. We will do this exercise shortly. This has +7 oxidation state, so it will act as a powerful oxidizing agent. Similarly, this compound +3, this will act as a powerful oxidizing agent, because more electronegative atom has positive charge. It will try to gain the electrons. When we put it in some reaction, it will try there to gain the electrons and it will act as an oxidizing agent. Number third is that an element when it is lowest oxidation state, an element when it is in its lowest oxidation state means -1, -2, or we have the iron, say we have iron Fe2 positive and Fe3 positive. See, FeCl2, ferrous chloride, and we have ferric chloride here. Among the two, this will act as a reducing agent. Why? Because it will give the electron, it will make others to reduce, to gain the electron. Itself it will oxidize, so it will act as a reducing agent. We have written here that an element, you write down this thing, that an element when it is in its lowest oxidation state can act as a reducing agent. Suppose we have ferrous sulfate, we have this compound H2S. Here you will find that the sulfur has -2 oxidation state. -2 oxidation state means it will give the electron, it can give this electron. Similarly, you have NH3, ammonia. If you see here, you will find here that this nitrogen has -3 electron. We have the variable oxidation states of the ammonia. This nitrogen can have -3 to +5 oxidation state. So this nitrogen, बेटा नाइट्रोजन कैन हैव -3. यू राइट डाउन दिस थिंग एंड यू रिमेंबर दिस थिंग दैट नाइट्रोजन जो है इसको -3 से, इसको वेरिएबल ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट है, इसको -3 से +5 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट है. सो इट कैन गिव द इलेक्ट्रॉन अप टू +5. when it is able to give the electron up to +5, that means it will act as a reducing agent. It will make others to gain the electron and itself it will lose the electron. Since here the nitrogen is in its lowest oxidation state, it can act as an powerful reducing agent. Similarly, we have lithium aluminum hydride. You will appreciate this thing that in the organic chemistry most oftenly you are using this lithium aluminum hydride as an reducing agent. जैसे बहुत सारे रिएक्शंस आपको ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री में ऐसे मिलेंगे जिनमें आप ये देखोगे कि जो लिथियम अल्युमिनियम हाइड्राइड है इट एक्ट्स एज एन रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट. सो इन नटशेल you will remember that when an element is in its highest oxidation state, it acts as an oxidizing agent. When it is in its lowest oxidation state, it acts as an reducing agent. And आपको जो है बहुत सारे जो है क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे लाइक कि नीचे दिए गए जो है आपको 4-5 ऑप्शंस के उनमें से कौन सा पावरफुल ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट कर सकता है, कौन सा रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट कर सकता है, या ऑर्डर आपको दिया गया है रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट्स का या ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट्स का. आई थिंक दैट you will do those questions, you are able to you will be able to do those questions if you will study the topic, watch the lecture keenly, and hope that you will do such questions. Now the next thing is that what is an oxidation state actually, and how we will calculate the oxidation state. oxidation state को कैसे हम, oxidation state क्या चीज है, इसको हम कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं. oxidation state is the charge an atom of an element have in compounds or in the combined state. What the charge an atom of an element possesses in a compound in a combined state, that is the oxidation state or oxidation number. So charge, simply you will write down the charge possessed by an atom of an element in its combined state. You should remember that we use the oxidation state term only when the atom or when the compound, when the atom of an element in it is combined state. When an element is in its free state, it has no charge, it has a zero oxidation state. We can see, we will see those things ahead. So charge possessed by an atom of an element in its combined state, that is called the oxidation state or oxidation number. This oxidation state can be zero, it can be negative, it can be positive, or even it can be fractional. This charge can be even fractional. You should remember that sometimes we get the fractional oxidation state of a compound. How to calculate the oxidation state? Next thing, कि किस तरह हम ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट को एक एटम का एक कंपाउंड में किस तरह ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट को हम डिटरमाइन करते हैं. दिस इज द नेक्स्ट थिंग, नेक्स्ट टॉपिक वी हैव. बिफोर गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट वर्चुअली formally the oxidation state of an atom in the combined state, you have to remember that certain things. One thing is that when an element is in its free state, जब element जो है elemental state में है, elemental state or free state, at that time that element has the zero oxidation state. element का जो है zero oxidation state है. Suppose you have hydrogen, hydrogen is not in the combined state, it is in the free state, rather H2 molecule. Because hydrogen exists as H2 molecule in the free state, it has a zero oxidation state at that time. You have the oxygen, zero oxidation state. You have the nitrogen, zero oxidation state. You have the fluorine, zero oxidation state. Because they are in the elemental form, they are not in the combined form. In the elemental form, they will possess the zero oxidation state. Suppose gold, आपके पास gold है बेटा, elemental state में, तो you will assign this, it has no charge this time, so it has the zero oxidation state. Number second, you should remember that जो halogens है, halogen family जो है, fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine, when they are combined with the less electronegative element, इनका जो हम oxidation state assign करते हैं, that is a -1. You remember these rules that जब हमें हेलोजन मिलेगा किसी कंपाउंड में हेलोजन मिलेगा, तो अगर वो जिसके साथ ये है उसका लेस इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एटम है, तो इनका जो हम असाइन करते हैं -1 चार्ज, -1 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट. नंबर सेकंड, इफ यू टेक द ऑक्सीजन, अगर हम ऑक्सीजन लेंगे, ऑक्सीजन हैज द इन द कंबाइंड स्टेट -2 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट, generally -2. There are certain exceptions, like if it is in the oxide linkage or peroxide linkage, if it is in the peroxide linkage, say we have the hydrogen peroxide HOOH. So here this oxygen is in the peroxide linkage. Peroxide means oxygen is bonded with the another oxygen. At that time we assign this oxygen as -1 charge. Wherever you find the oxygen in the peroxide linkage, you will assign, while calculating the oxidation state, of any element in that compound as -1, or when it is in the superoxide -1/2. So, you will see those things. Similarly, if the oxygen is bonded with the fluorine OF2, at that time the oxygen has +2 oxidation state. Remember this thing, that oxygen has +2 oxidation state. Does oxygen has +2 oxidation state? Yes, when it is bonded with the fluorine, the most electronegative element in the periodic table. You should remember that since the fluorine is most electronegative element, it will act as a strong reducing or oxidizing agent, because itself it gets reduced and makes others to oxidize. So, it will act as a strong oxidizing agent. So, in OF2 the oxygen has +2 oxidation state. Similarly, you have the hydrogen. Generally the hydrogen has +1 oxidation state in the combined state. Remember this thing, because it will always give the electron. Electronegative difference it will give the electron. So, इसका जो हम +1 जो ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट लेते हैं, बट एक्सेप्ट मेटल हाइड्राइड्स की बात जब आती है, when the hydrogen is bonded with the metal hydrides, say you have the sodium hydride, you have the lithium hydride. Suppose at that time the electronegativity of the sodium is greater than the hydrogen, the electronegativity of the sodium is less than that of the hydrogen. Sodium will give the electron to this hydrogen. So, इसका जो उस टाइम जो है -1 oxidation state लेते हैं. So, you will write down that in the metal hydrides the hydrogen has -1 oxidation state. So, let us calculate some oxidation states of the atoms in certain compounds or in the combined state. Say beta we have the simpler compound. If we start from a simpler compound, like we will take a complex, say you have K4 FeCN whole 6 is a coordination compound, and we want to know what is the oxidation state of this iron. Remember this thing, that the alkali metals, they are electropositive and they always lost the 1 electron, and we assign the +1 positive charge to them. And alkaline earth metals, they are divalents, they lost the 2 electrons, we assign the +2 oxidation state in the combined state. This compound hexacyano, potassium hexacyanoferrate, and we want to know that what is the oxidation state of this iron in the compound. Here you have the potassium, but you have the 4 potassium, and potassium belongs to the alkali metals, they lost the 1 electron in the combined state. You will assign here +1, plus you have this iron, instead of iron you will write down the X, +6 times the cyanide, this carries the -1 negative charge. You should remember that cyanide in the combined state, cyano group -1. Go through your books, because you should remember that we have only 20 to 25 minutes lecture here, and we are not able to complete the whole things. So, you go through your textbook, you go through the reference material, and there is a good material at website of State Institute of Education Kashmir regarding this chapter. You can download it and go through that material, and you will find many interesting things. So, -1, the cyanide has the -1 negative charge, but the whole charge on the compound is 0. Whole charge on the compound is 0. The compound itself is the neutral compound. So, it is the +4 plus x minus 6 equal to 0. It is x minus 2 equal to 0, x is equal to +2. So, here the iron is in the +2 oxidation state, ferrous form, +2 oxidation state, or generally we write it when we write the name second, this second मैंने इसको parenthesis में लिखा है, beta second here indicates that iron is in the +2 oxidation state. Similarly, you have the one more compound, say if you have the compound like this, you have the now the compound like this FeNH3 whole 4 Cl2. This is your compound. Again, this is your compound, and you have been asked to work out the oxidation state of iron here. You will take the x plus 4 into 0, because ammonia is a molecule its whole charge is 0, its overall charge is 0, it is a neutral compound, plus twice minus negative inner, because this chloride from the halogen family always minus 1 is equal to 0. So, it is x minus 2 equal to 0 or x is equal to plus 2. So, here again the iron is in plus 2 oxidation state. Okay. So, one more example. So, you write down it quickly. One more example is, say we have a compound like this. You have MnO4 negative, and you have been asked to work out the oxidation state of this manganese. Instead of manganese, you will write down x plus 4 into minus 2 oxygen equal to minus 1, because the charge on the compound here is minus 1. Whole charge on the compound is minus 1. It will be x minus 8 equal to minus 1, x equal to minus 1 plus 8 equal to plus 7. Here the manganese is in plus 7 oxidation state. प्लस 7 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट, मैग्नीज का बेटा यहां पर जो है प्लस 7 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट है. सो वन मोर कंपाउंड, if you take the compound like this, if you take the compound CrO5, C, what is the oxidation state of chromium here? If you calculate 5 into minus 2, then it is plus 10, but the chromium has not minus this plus 10 oxidation state. You should go through the coordination chemistry or D block elements. You will find there the oxidation state, what can be the maximum oxidation state of chromium. Chromium cannot have the plus 10 oxidation state. Chromium cannot have the plus 10 oxidation state. The atomic number of chromium is 24. It has 4 electrons in the S subshell or 1 electron and 5 electrons in the D subshell. So, maximum you can see that the chromium, if it will lose all the electrons, it can be plus 6. It can be plus 6. Now, we will see what can be the oxidation state of this chromium. So, beta it is like this, the structure of chromium is like this, chromium pentaoxide. Here you will see that this oxygen is in the peroxide linkage. It is a minus 1 charge, minus 1 charge, minus 1 charge, minus 1 charge and minus 2. So, what is the oxidation state? These 4 oxygens have minus 1. So, if you will write instead of chromium, we will write x, it is 4 into minus 1, then plus minus 2 equal to 0. So, it is x minus 4 minus 2 equal to 0, x is equal to plus 6. So, chromium here has plus 6 oxidation state, plus 6 oxidation state. Similarly, you write the compound H2S, Carose acid, H2SO5, H2SO5, you work out the oxidation state of this compound Carose acid or H2S2O8, Marshall's acid, H2SO5, H2S2O8 और H2SO4. आप इसमें भी सल्फर का जो है ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट निकाले. You go through the textbook and as many as the compounds are given there, calculate the oxidation state, try to solve the questions and see there some objective book while you are preparing for the NEET or JEE. Go through the objective book and follow the rules, and I hope that you will be able to calculate the oxidation states of those elements. जो घड़ी है इशारा करती है कि आपका टाइम जा रहा है, तो इंशाल्लाह we will continue this topic if this situation here permits. We will continue this topic again. तो तब तक के लिए आपसे रुखसत चाहते हैं. अपना ख्याल रखें. अल्लाह हाफिज़. अस्सलाम वालेकुम.